Hello and welcome back to the Eyes of Old Gaming channel. Today I've got another Skyrim Let's Play video for you. This is the episode 4 of the character Darach that I've been playing through. If you have been with me for episode 1, 2, and 3, you will notice a bit of a difference here. The quality of the video should be a lot better than it was previously. Before I was doing streaming videos and then just uploading the streams here as the Let's Play. However, I've switched over from doing the streaming style to actually recording the videos in a higher quality. I was noticing that I wasn't getting a ton of views in the stream anyway, so it wasn't really worth it to downgrade the video quality of the Let's Play just for that. If there is some interest in doing a stream, if this actually takes off and people seem to like what I've done with this, definitely let me know in the comments, and then we can always schedule maybe a streaming Let's Play special where everything is live rather than recorded. Basically, it's still going to be the same idea as a stream in that everything that happens is going to stay in the game. We're doing totally immersion filled. So I want to do it exactly how it's being, how I play through it, right? Rather than doing a heavily edited thing. So now in episode 4, we've basically taken off where we left in episode 3 in Whiterun. Right now I'm just going through, I'm trying to find some jobs that we can do. Because the economy mod that I have running, it's the economy and speechcraft overhaul mod, really limits your ability to sell loot. So if you have this mod running, don't even bother really picking up a ton of loot. It's just going to weigh you down. As it does in vanilla, the big difference is you're not going to be able to sell it for anything. So sometimes you'll pick something up and it's worth, 150 gold or 200 gold or whatever. That's what it says the value is. Then you go to sell it and you'll get 4 gold. So it's some lighter things, if you can pick those up and carry them back, might be worth it. But for the main, for most of the armors and most of the weapons, it's really not worth it to lug all that back to town to sell it, unless you're headed back to town and you still have a lot of space left over, then go for it. But otherwise, just take missions, take quests. Right now we're doing bounty quests, that sort of thing, and make your cash that way.
Stormcloaks, Imperials.
Also, as I've said, I do plan to do mod showcase videos for all the mods that I'm running. Right now I do have Fashions of the 4th Era up. However, I do plan to redo that one. Actually, I used the streaming video, and the video quality, as I said, is not very good. So I want to do a new video for Fashions of the 4th Era, along with all the other mods, just showcasing what I've actually got running on this for my survival and for immersion mods. Basically everything that I have running. To give you an idea of what you can use. This load order, it's on Xbox One and it's been very stable. I did a lot of testing with it on another character and other characters in the past. So yeah, I want to share that with other people, what's worked for me.
Got to go.
So the courier just dropped off a note for me. It's actually really cool. This is a happy birthday note. So if you're running the mod holidays, you choose the date as well as your birthday, and then on your birthday you actually get a little note. So that's kind of a neat little immersive thing. I don't know if that like if a year passes, if they'll remember and send you a second birthday note, but just a neat little side thing. On the way out of Whiterun right now, we're headed to Valtheim Towers to do some bounty quests. There was a notice board quest as well. It said, have you visited Valtheim? And I don't know if that actually gives you any kind of a reward for going there, but I want to check it out and see. But we also have some bounty stuff that we picked up from the inn. Checking out our unique bridges mod here. Very nice. So yeah, so we'll head over to Valtheim right now, see what we can do there, and kill some bandits, and then hopefully collect some money. We've got a skeever here, if you can see him in the distance. So I am still using a bow. I plan to use a bow less and less as I go. Probably more as a dragon defense tool. My character he's kind of sneaky. He's got a bow as a backup. His main sort of attacks though are going to be geared towards one-handed as well as magic, so that includes destruction, and he's also going to be a heavy conjuration user. And I also, as I said, I plan to do a background as to his bio, so that it'll make a little bit more sense why he uses those things. Oh, and we've got Maik the liar here. And it looks like Maik has killed somebody. That is un-Maik-like. However, I'm not surprised for some reason. Treasure hunter. Alright, a hunting bow. Well, we can check that out at some point. We'll be a master or a vampire hunter, master vampire. It's another way to make some rewards maybe. So we'll just check out the location where that bow is supposed to be. Just highlight it on the map, and we'll see here really quick. Looks like it is... okay. So it is east of here, or west I mean. So we'll just hold off for now. It's not really the direction we're headed at the moment. We're going to Valtheim, where we want to kill those bandits and make some cash right now. My goal right now is also to try to make some cash so that I can get a permanent place to store items. Because I'll need to store some crafting materials and that kind of thing. Again, all these survival and immersion mods makes it really tough to carry a lot of stuff with you. I do have a follower, but I don't want to really use him as a pack mule. We'll just check this out here. So yeah, so I would like to have a permanent storage where I can safely keep my stuff. What is this? Grey Winter Watch. Okay. Well, we can come back at some point. Just to have another location discovered on the map is always nice. So now that I have killed those wolves, because this is recorded, something else that I can do that's different than the stream is I can just go ahead and speed it up like this. Boop! Please also give me your feedback in the comments. Do you like this kind of thing, or do you want me to just keep it all at real time? Because nothing really happened in this spot, I figured it was okay to speed this along, but it doesn't make any difference to me. If you prefer to have the whole video without any speed ups, any changes, I can definitely do that as well. Alright, so we finally enter Valtheim Tower, so we can actually go ahead and do some looting, hopefully find some valuables that, well, actual gold rather than things to sell. Again, I don't know how much I'm actually going to make if I try selling this stuff, and a lot of times, because I do have the economy overhaul, which changes the way merchants work, sometimes they just don't buy certain items. So for instance, if you go to Belethor's shop, where you would normally go and sell everything, he doesn't buy everything anymore, and sometimes you have to unlock certain perks in order to actually sell certain items. So yeah, so it is a challenging mod to have on, but it is more immersive, which is what we're going for. And really, I don't know, I find Skyrim to be an extremely easy game in its vanilla state, so to have some difficulty modifiers which actually make this a very challenging game can be a lot of fun. Just to give a different sort of feel when you're playing. And I don't know, if you're like me and you've played it so many times, you're probably a pro at Skyrim now, so to have some difficulty modifier where you can't become a millionaire just overnight is probably a good thing. But yeah, so like I said, we're not going to do too much looting. We'll carry what we can, but we've got to be very careful with space. Oh boy, let's just blast these guys with some flames. Level up that destruction magic, which is going to be very key for this build. He is a magic user. I don't know, well, I guess he is a primary magic user. Primary magic, sneak, one-handed is really important to him. And then a little bit of bow use, but that's going to be very secondary to his one-handed and magic attacks. And then once we get some spells that will help with our conjuration, more looking at necromancy, then we'll start using those, because he is going to be a necromancer, a fairly competent necromancer as well. And I think that is it for enemies here. So now we can just go through, finish looting the rest of it. We'll heal up first, just in case, but I don't think there's any more enemies. I think we're good. So we'll just go through, loot the rest of this tower, and then head back to Whiterun to collect our bounty. So I will, again, speed it up here. Please let me know in the comments. Do you like the speed up, or do you prefer to have it really true to what's going on? I can re-upload this without the speed ups if that's what people really want. But I just need to know feedback and what people prefer when they're watching this. So the ingredients are important, as he is a bit of an alchemist as well. Well, like a typical mage, right? So mage characters are usually going to have, even if you're a destruction master or a conjuration master or what have you, you're going to have some skills in alchemy and probably in enchanting as well. I think it just goes hand in hand with a mage build. Also, you might have noticed these skill books. Now, I have two mods running that I'm not sure which one they're a part of. So the one mod is called Books, which actually adds in a lot of books from previous games. So books from Morrowind or Oblivion. I'm not sure about Arena or Daggerfall, but it might add in something from there. But definitely from Morrowind and Oblivion. So I'm not sure if the skill books are from Books, or they could be from another mod that I have called Narrative Loot. And the reason why I'm not sure if it's from the Books mod is just because, as far as I know, that mod doesn't add in skill books. It just adds in just books that have like the old books from the old games. And it doesn't actually do any real changes to the game, which I would think adding skill books all over the place is going to add some major changes to the game. But regardless, whichever mod it is, it's a neat add-on to have. And I would recommend, if you're doing an immersive playthrough, having both is great. You know, who doesn't love more books in their game? All the books seem to just to add life to the game. So you have you can kind of create your own narrative there with different characters and their library collections that they have. And then the narrative loot, it really does add a lot. You know, you've got all kinds of Cyrodiilic, just regular junk items. So whether they be jugs or cups or you know, just everyday odds and ends, not just from Cyrodiil, from all over the place. So it just adds in that kind of, oh, okay, so this is a living, breathing world where people are trading and you're getting items that aren't necessarily native to Skyrim coming in. Which I think really adds to the game and is true to the lore as well. It doesn't break from what you think of as the Elder Scrolls. And really it fits in with the older games better. In the older games, I find that all the provinces were really connected. Even as diverse as they were, there was a lot of trading going on. It was very clear that people were traveling between provinces. So it does add to that sort of narrative that that there is some interaction going on. Right now I'm just flipping through some different helmets to try different things, see what I like. I really wanted to like those hooded helmets. There was a hooded helmet and helmet with a hood, and as much as I like the idea of it, my Whiterun helmet is just much stronger, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Alright, so I'm just going to slow it down for a moment here so we can take in that beautiful obsidian weathers Skyrim sunset that's happening right now. Like, this is just too perfect. This is like a game screenshot right here. Actually, I think I'm going to use this as my thumbnail because it's just perfect. It really shows off that obsidian weathers. I think, like, I don't think that's vanilla colors. This random crab that appeared out of nowhere. Just go ahead and yoink that. I have no idea where that crab came from. I don't remember fighting him. Maybe Faendil killed him on the way. I don't know, but I don't remember fighting him. So it looks like Maik has gotten himself in trouble again. Maybe these are friends of that treasure hunter that he killed. Or it appeared he killed. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. I don't know if it's scripted like that. Like when you come across Maik that there's supposed to be a dead treasure hunter, or if maybe it was just two things happened to spawn. Maik happened to spawn close to the treasure hunter, but it was kind of a funny interaction there.
Can I help you? What do you want?
So now there is a new corpse here. A note from a corpse. Oh, that was the pendant that I picked up. Okay, so this had nothing to do with Maik. So this poor farmer or whatever they are just happened to be... hey, this looks really cool. Just happened to be going after their pendant. I'm gonna take this. Maybe it'll be my walking around outfit. Exploring the town. Then Nazim won't hate on me so much. So we're going to continue on to Whiterun. However, we'll stop here for a little bit. We're just going to camp out on the way. I have to level up anyway. And I don't have a home in Whiterun yet. So it might be better just to camp out here. And also it's becoming late, 6 o'clock, so we'll have a bit of a sleep, distribute our points. Let's see here, light armor. Just trying to figure out what I want to do here. Speech would be helpful, just to help with trying to sell things, but I think light armor is the way to go, so we're gonna go with that. Pack up the tent, eat some breakfast, and then we continue on. And again with those beautiful bridges. Beautiful bridges from Unique Bridges. Relighting Skyrim makes all the nice lighting that you see here. Takes out all those ambient light sources. I still, it mind boggles me why they did that. Why they have all those ambient lights. Like, what's the point in having a torch? You never need it in the game. In the vanilla game, I mean. Because there's so much extra light in the game as it is. But, yeah, with this interior lighting overhaul and then the relighting Skyrim for the outside areas really does add to that, that immersive feel. makes it so that you actually need a torch to get around in some places. It can get so dark that you can't see without it, so I think that is a better way to go, personally.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
There, we can even cut out the loading screens. I don't know if that's what people will like. Again, let me know in the comments. I don't see why anyone would have an objection to editing out loading screens. I guess they do have some interesting tips. Some of the mods add in some interesting screens. I guess if there's something that looks really out of place from vanilla, maybe I'll leave it in, but I think going forward I'll just edit out the loading screens as we go. Alright, so we're just going to speed up a little bit here. This is just some crafting that we're doing, killing some time because it was so early in the morning. Oh, and a courier. Now that is a note for the mod, the Forgotten City, which I do plan to do a playthrough. And I'll go into more detail on that when we get to it. And we'll do a whole playthrough of the Forgotten City mod. So yeah, so now people are starting to wake up, which is good. It's not so early in the morning. People are going about their routines.
I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
And we'll be able to actually go into stores, see what we can sell.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. Take a look.
So this is what I mean with that economy mod. I'm not able to sell the candlesticks to Bellathor, nor can I sell those skill books. So I'm not sure who is actually going to buy those things, or if maybe I just can't sell them. That would be terrible. But you know, I guess you know, you can keep them just as decoration for your house, or for let's see here, raise zombie. That is going to be really helpful. 200 gold though. Feels very expensive at the moment. Well, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and buy it. This is probably going to be my entire bounty money, but it's necessary for this build. He's going to be a necromancer, so we'll just go ahead and buy that and learn it right away. Add it to my collection of spells.
Do come back.
Those green apples you sold me the other day were delicious.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some thief's trophy room.
Again, as we are pretty much a mercenary right now, taking on all the bounties,
I'd need the
We'll just
Whiterun
go ahead
guards or
and
maybe
take
hire
this
the
on as
companions
well.
together.
Hopefully we'll get
I
some
don't know why I'm saying this.
some
find it out in
training,
your travels.
maybe some cash from this one. I'm not sure if he pays you, but that would be ideal.
If you find that sword, please bring it to me.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
And finally, we've made it to Dragon's Reach. So now we just need to find Paventus and collect our reward, get paid.
Here.
That will be very helpful. I'm not sure. I think I want to buy a house in Whiterun. It does help. It's nice to have that kind of starter home as well. For a lot of my playthroughs, I end up skipping out on what is this? She gave me a gift. Alright, so I'm going to flip through this. If you want to read it, just pause it as you go. Skip through. That's up to you. Anyway, so I do think I want to buy Whiterun, the house in Whiterun, just to have a nice centrally located home. But it's going to be expensive as all
The Jarl is,
hell.
as you can imagine, very busy.
How much is it?
Perhaps I can
2,500
assist you.
gold. Wow. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's going to be tough.
Done us a great service.
Especially with all these
Here's
mods
your
on,
reward.
because it's really hard to make that kind of money. But we'll just, yeah, so all my bounty money went to that spell book. Well, whatever.
Enjoy your
So yeah,
visit to
so we're
Dragon's
just going to have to keep doing bounties and making that money and trying to
Commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
level up in some speechcraft maybe. That could be helpful for making extra cash. Okay, now I do apologize for the backtrack here. I just realized I wanted to visit the Enchanter's bench while I was in Dragon's Reach. And I don't know of any other Enchanter tables in Whiterun that are so easily accessible. So I'm just going to run back there quick and do some disenchanting, actually.
Come to Dragon's Reach to So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You know, if you've got the app...
Up for a little hunting?
So I think editing out those loading screens is really going to help with the length of the videos. Seems to have shortened it quite a bit, as well as speeding up some of the more repetitive sections where I'm just traveling back and forth between towns, and maybe a bandit camp or something. If I've already killed all the monsters and NPCs on the way, it doesn't really make sense to have it in real time traveling back, unless that's what you want. And like I said, let me know in the comments. I want to kind of cater this to however people prefer to watch these. So if you do prefer to have it all in real time, just let me know. And I have absolutely no problem with making that change for you if that's what majority of people want. So we're just going to check out this notice board, and I think we're going to end this episode right away here. Please do like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep going with this character's Let's Play, as well as adding a character bio eventually once I have some more footage. So I'll do that bio, go into all the details. I have a pretty extensive backstory that I've created for this character that I would like to go into, because I think it's interesting and I think it's a lot of fun. And that's one of my favorite things about playing these sort of games, is you can really create your own narrative, your own interesting backgrounds and backstories, and really put all that effort into your character. That's the whole point of role-playing, I think. So yeah, so we're going to end that here. Like I said, like the video please, if you did like it. If you watched this far, that's amazing. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you'd like to see some live episodes. We might sprinkle some of those in here and there. I also have some other content on the channel. Please check that out as well. I've got Twitter, you know, add me on there, Eyes of Ode. It's underscores in between, so eyes_of_ode. We've got everything else, Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff, so check me out there. Till then, we'll see you in the next one, and thank you for watching. Take care.